Hey, Mike Healy here, and I have a follow-up video on the marketing plan that I put together for IBuumerang that I was showing you. If you haven't watched it, you want to watch this video first because this is going to tell you exactly what I did, and I put the plan together about what I have drawn here. So just as a quick review, I created basically this dry erase board with put some goals on here, how much I wanted to make, how many personals I wanted to put in, and then real important, this is the kind of the thing that I want to show you, and I'm going to show you the proof of what I'm doing. So we're going to go into my laptop here in a second. I'm going to show you PowerPoint real quick to show you exactly what's working. But I wanted to recruit 2 personals a day. So I knew that I had to have between 40 and 50 new leads come in if I had only a 10% sign up rate. So what I did was I created some Facebook ads. I was going to create, and I did create a web page that I was going to have some videos on it. I was going to drive traffic to see how it worked, okay? So now we're going to go to my desktop, and I think you're going to love seeing this part, and then I'm going to show you the plan that I'm putting together for the people that are joining me and what I'm going to continue to do to really ramp this up. So I'll see you on my desktop. All right, through the power of editing, I am now at my desktop, and I'm going to show you what's happening. Now, here's what you have to understand. I forgot to mention this because I had to retake the first part of this before. But you need to understand, if you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, that I've only been in 7 total days, okay? 7 total days. So I joined, which I'm going to show you here shortly, the date that I joined and the plan I put together and the results after really about a 5-day period, okay? So here's the big things, and let's go to my PowerPoint because this is kind of my thing. One of the things I live by is people lie, numbers don't. The big thing that I learned how to do a while ago that has really changed my outlook on business is I learned how to make data-driven decisions versus opinion-based decisions, and look at hard numbers. I love the movie Moneyball. I'm not going to rabbit trail on that one for you, but things like that. I track everything I can think of to find out what's working, what's not, so that I can scale it or kill it or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now. In my PowerPoint here, we got the date that I joined. You can see that I signed up. So whenever you're watching this, I signed up on Saturday, March 9th, 2019 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, what I did is I joined because of the credibility and influence of the person that I was getting involved with, and I had seen just a couple things, okay? So it really wasn't this big long learning process. I knew who Holton Buggs was. I knew of him. I've watched some of his trainings. I've implemented his trainings before in other businesses. I've never worked in any of his companies, but I know his stuff works because I translated into making money and other things. But what I did was on Sunday, after I joined, I binge watched a bunch of stuff, got enough detail that I really had an idea what we were going to go after, okay? Then on Monday, I created that marketing plan. So what I did is I took and I finally said, okay, here's what I got to do. Here's what I know, because I've done this before and I wanted to show you. So now let's jump into some more proof points here, okay? So when I wanted to generate subscribers, this is basically stats from my AWeber autoresponder account. This is basically my email server or a service account. And you'll notice on the first day I kind of rolled this out, I had 44 leads, and then 115, 121, 154. So what I'm doing is I'm averaging actually a little over 100 leads now per day that are coming in. They're targeted leads. Obviously, I know how to do that. And so what I do then is these people come on board, and then I push them to the proper page, right? So they opt in. These are some of the exact numbers. This is actually out of the back office of my ClickFunnels account, which is where I build these pages, where you can see that I've got 3,000 people have visited it, 1,400 uniques. And the big thing on the far right there, the 39%, says I basically have a 40% opt-in rate, which is very high. So obviously I see that that's working, so that's a good thing. So I'm getting the right leads. Now let's keep going. Now, how much did it cost me to generate these leads? Let's go back to my PowerPoint. Right here, you're going to see that it cost me $309 because what I did is I made basically 4 ads. Some of them are, this one's kind of new right here at the top. And I've had a total of about 9,000 clicks that have come on these, okay? I do have a very low cost per click because, again, I'm targeting the proper people that I'm looking to go after, and I've spent $309 this week on these ads, okay? So now that might be kind of intimidating, but I'm going to show you now the results, because here's what I would ask you this question real quick. Here's a big question for you. If I gave you $2 for every dollar you gave me, how many dollars would you give me? As many as you can get your hands on, right? That is called a license to print money if you do it correctly. So the things that I figured out over the years are these types of things. And again, tracking numbers and making data-driven decisions. So let's check to see if there's any real good results here. So if I go to this one, this is my back office of my account, my IBuumerang account, okay? So you can see my name up here. I haven't added my photo yet, but there's my name. This is my back office. So in 5 days, basically it says 7 here, but so I'm giving you exactly from Sunday to Sunday really. But in basically working this thing for 5 days, I've had 11 people join at the 49 position, 3 at the 200, 0 at the 500, and 6 have actually enrolled at that. So that means I sponsored 20 people, which is giving me a 2.8 per person average. So I'm actually doing a little bit above what I showed you on the dry erase board, which is right on track to what I need to get those goals going. Now, here's the other thing, is in most cases, and I don't have a doubt in my mind, that the 11 people or even the 3 people that have bought the smaller packages, especially the people that have bought the $49 pack, nothing wrong with that. I totally agree. Get in however you can. But I'm going to get these people to upgrade. I promise I will get these people to upgrade to any of those other paid positions. Now, what does that mean in dollars and cents? Well, right now, let's go to this part of the PowerPoint, okay? Right now, if somebody enrolls at the $250, the $500, or the $1,000 positions, it pays out these percentages, okay? I'm sorry, not percentages, but these dollar amounts, $50, $100, or $200. So if you look at the math, I've gotten 3 people in at the $50 thing, or at the $200 position, $250 position, which paid me $150. I got 6 in at the first class, which paid me $200 each, $1,200. That's a total of $1,350. Now, the other thing to understand is those other levels, okay, because I've actually gotten people in that saw it, makes sense to them, are actually going out and already putting people in, and I haven't even added any of those numbers. This is just talking about personal production. Now, here's the thing. I want to give you kind of a disclaimer. This is not me saying that everybody can do this. This is what I'm doing is probably not duplicatable. But I'm fascinated with this stuff, and I find it fun to do, and I find it great to find out if a company's got some momentum, if I can capitalize on it, and things like that, and how I can build my team. And I'm going to show you that in a second as well. So if you look, let's go back to my PowerPoint here. My total earnings basically came down to $1,350. Minus my ad spend, I've profited $1,040, okay? So if you think about that, profiting $1,040, that is basically the whole scenario I said a second ago. If I gave you $2 for every dollar you gave me, how many would you give me? So I'm not even spending that money, or hardly any money yet, to acquire these people that are interested in this business. Now understand that I'm going to get to the point here where I amplify and ramp this up for customer acquisition, and that's going to be the big one. So what's next? Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to give you my next phase. I'm going to draw it out for you. If you're still with me, hopefully you're getting some content here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out on my dry erase board the next part of what I'm doing to create and help my people when they come on board. Because it's not about just signing people up. Obviously, I understand that, okay? I'm not dumb. And I've done network marketing for 20 some years and understand also that the principles never change. The principles of show the plan, make a list, get this in front of people, and so on will never change. I just figured out how to ways to amplify what the messaging and deliver the content faster, because if you can create systems for duplication faster than the other people, you win. Okay, so that's kind of what I do, is I put the things together. So I'm gonna go to my dry erase board now and show you the next part, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said the next part of what we're doing here, and I think you'll like it. So I'll see you at the dry erase board. Okay, so I'm back in front of the dry erase board. I'm gonna show you the most important part is when a new person becomes a TSA on my team. What I'm gonna do is, a TSA stands for Travel Savings Ambassador, that's the term they give them. Is now what I have to do is bring this person up to speed as quickly as possible. Now, real important that I think is some of the things that I figured out that work is in network marketing. If you ever want to blow a business up, you have to put systems in place that allows the average person to not be some super genius to get all this stuff done. I'm not trying to ask them to make funnels or anything like that. I need to get them to come in, and the day they join, they should be able to go through a little bit of a sequence, a system, a journey, to learn enough things to be dangerous, to go out there and get results using systems, because systems are the leverage that turn ordinary people into extraordinary performers. Great businesses do not look for extraordinary people. Great businesses leverage ordinary people with systems. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. Rewind that and watch it again. So what I do is I take my new person and I create a page, which I'm doing right now. It'll be done this week, okay? And I have a sequence of simple videos, very short, simple videos that bring them up to speed on the comp plan, a little bit maybe on the opportunity, how networking works, things like that, just some basic stuff, how their back office is functioning and so on. And then here I'm gonna have some buttons down, and a lot of times I'll put the buttons underneath. You don't need to know that. One of which is I have a training system that is already out there. You're welcome to go check it out, growyourcheck.com, growyourcheck.com, where I did a series of videos for an insurance company that was looking to build an organization, like a direct selling model of it. You're welcome to watch those. It's totally free. But the important thing here is once I get my new person on here, I need to make sure I can communicate with them as easily and quickly and as efficiently as possible, so they get all the momentum and they stay in the momentum pool. And I'll draw a video out on that sometime. So what I do is I create a Facebook group, and then I create a messenger bot. We're not going to go into that, but this is me drawing with my third grader ability an iPhone. That's actually an iPhone right there, in case you didn't know what it looks like. That the messenger bots, what's nice about these is I have a sequence of training videos that basically you've seen those more than likely if you've ever used phone, where it looks like the people are typing, comes out, it's amazing. But the most important thing is I get a massive open rate. So people are getting this content, and I'm able to broadcast. So immediately if there's a Facebook Live that I'm doing, or if I'm doing a Zoom for people, that they can put their people and plug them into these things. So I develop systems to make sure that the person here does not feel he's on an island. Now, most important thing is your new person needs to present. You need to be able to present to somebody the IBuumerang opportunity, but more importantly, you want them to be able to customize their journey. That's where they've created a thing called I Decide, okay? And I'm gonna do a video on that too, which will be part of this, okay? I Decide is an interactive business presentation that allows somebody to take a personalized journey based on the things that the video asks them, and it's interactive, that takes them to the next step, the next step, the next step, so the person pre-qualifies themselves all the way through the entire presentation, so you don't have to know anything. So that's what's really, really important about this. So kind of, that's the next phase on the plan. It's already implemented. A lot of it's already done for me, but I wanted to show you that. So hopefully you got some of these videos. I'll probably keep throwing some more out here just so you can kind of see what's the method behind the madness. And I'll see you on the other videos. So thanks.